Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Regent Park TV. My name is Dawar Naeem. Ramadan is one of the most sacred times of the year for Muslims globally. This year, Ramadan began on April 13th and will continue until May 12th. Today on Regent Park TV, we will be speaking to some area residents about Ramadan and what it means to them.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mina Kidwai and I live in the Regent Park community in downtown Toronto.
My name is Akib Ahmed. I'm a grade 12 student at Jarvis, which is a local high school. I've been living here for most of my life actually, and just been raised here, and what Regent Park stands for.
My name is Rabia Sabai. I'm a resident of Regent Park. This is now this is the 7th year, 6 years on something.
What does Ramadan mean to you?
Ramadan to me personally means self-control, self-discipline, and also cleansing of my mind, body, and soul.
Ramadan is Islamic month, right? So celebrating the religion of Islam is a big part of my life and a big part of my family's. And so getting back on the roots of what Islam and Ramadan mean, those are very big things for me.
Ramadan for us, it's the relationship between us and Allah. And this is the month that we wait for it the whole year, for our prayers, for all our dreams and wishes to come true. So Ramadan gives us the opportunity that, when we fast like 10 hours, 12 hours, 18 hours, and we feel sometimes we can handle it. How about those people who are like, they stay without food for 5, 6 days? Like they struggle and they especially like people who have families. So Ramadan gives us the opportunity to feel that.
How do you practice Ramadan and what is a typical day in Ramadan like for your family?
So a typical day would look like us waking up in the middle of the night, preparing food to feast with the family, eat together, and then go on with the rest of the day just without, having your cup of coffee or your meals. And then when it's time for iftar, which is when you break the fast, then once again the family gets together. You open your fast with a date because it's very energetic to consume a date, or water, or very, very fried items like samosas and fritters. So with family, Ramadan is a festivity more than anything. But now that we're here in a lockdown, it's just myself and my husband. So it's nice and quiet. It's cozy. I wouldn't say it's the same as it used to be.
Well, how I practice Ramadan would be just trying to get closer to my deen and trying to become a better Muslim. Those are my two priorities, and then also becoming a better family member in the time of Ramadan as well. And so how I get closer to my religion is looking at like the meaning and translation of the Quran, playing different recitations from different sheikhs around the world, trying to get a better feel for what Islam really stands for.
How I practice Ramadan in Canada, being alone, me and my husband and my kids, was hard, wasn't easy. And my kids who came here so young, like especially the oldest ones, the first and second one, they came here babies. So my job is to share with them and to bring everything I had or I experienced or I loved about my religion, my culture, and to try to present it to them and show them how it's really, really a nice thing to have such lovely, like a month in the year to practice all of this.
Do you struggle around fasting or does it come easy to you?
I've never struggled around fasting. I've been fasting since the age of 9. So it comes naturally to me. And like I mentioned, it really heals me. It cleanses my body. So I look forward to it.
I'm very lucky to say that it's not as hard as it is for some others to fast, because I've been doing it since I was young, and because the values of Ramadan have been instilled in me from a young age because of my parents.
So I'm gonna give you an example. So now if I just walk this way, I will see people are, drinking, eating, and especially if someone who loves coffee or just, having tea or whatever. So, or even ice cream on a very hot day. When you walk on the street, you see those people and also your neighbors. I mean, like we smell the food, like in the morning, all of that. But I feel, for me, and I'm sure other, most majority of Muslim people, for us it's okay, because we know we are doing this in the sake of Allah and faith.
How has COVID impacted Ramadan?
Like any other thing, COVID has impacted the month of Ramadan to a great, great extent because, like I mentioned, Ramadan is all about families coming together and people feasting together, rejoicing together, eating together. So, praying together, the mosques are shut down in most cases. Everybody's at a stay at home order. People are not allowed to gather and just, have that moment that they used to. So obviously it's not the same, but then it has also given us all an opportunity to reflect on ourselves. And I feel like this whole lockdown and the stay at home order has given us many, many different opportunities of just focusing on our inner self right now, finding our own peace. And this month is beautiful to find your own peace. So I feel like it's a mix of both. It's good and bad both, but it's the whole overall month which is so blessed that everything seems good in this month.
COVID actually has impacted it in a big way, but positively and negatively as well. I'll start with the negatives because everybody likes the negatives first. So a usual Ramadan here in the Regent Park in the Regent Park community is you're looking at community members walking around, having fun. Not during the day, but like after the evening time when everyone has breaking their fast. As a kid, I used to watch after Tarawih prayers at the local mosques, at the local musallas. You'll find I'll see people playing soccer, like right here in this park. It'll be like 2 in the morning, and people will be playing soccer. Those are like the community values that Ramadan brings here in the city and in Regent Park directly. During the pandemic, we're not able to go pray Tarawih at the local masjid, and so what me and my family do is we pray together. Right, me and my dad and my family members, we pray together at home.
Well, COVID impacted on everyone, like all people, and Ramadan or out of Ramadan, as a mom, as a student, as a human being. I mean, just like staying at home, like it's really hard. It's not an easy thing. But we can't join, we can't go gather, I can't even meet my friends outside. They can't share food. Like it's for their own safety too. It's not like just because I'm under the lockdown precautions. No, but just like that's for our safety. Like you can't share stuff and you can't have to be very aware of that. So yeah, it wasn't easy actually. On the top of that, fasting, it's too much.
Eid marks the end of Ramadan. Can you tell us how you plan to celebrate Eid?
The day of the Eid, it begins with a big prayer where everybody gathers and make a prayer. I'm assuming this year it's not going to be possible. And then obviously you eat a lot of festive food, you give gifts to your family and friends. We put henna on our hands, we wear new clothes, we give gifts to children, the elders give gifts to us. Sometimes it also involves a lot of gift money. So Eid is really, the big year. It's like the Christmas where everybody is, just reuniting with their families and celebrating. I think it's not going to be the same this year, and even last year it was not the same. But hopefully more Eids will come, inshallah, and better days are ahead.
I definitely plan on doing my Eid prayer with my family. I think that's a very big part, just showing my respect to Islam and to my family at the same time through that. Calling relatives, checking in how everyone's doing, and that's a very big thing for us to do as well.
So, well, last year what I did, I think I'm going to do the same this year. So last year what I did, I made just, some gifts for their friends and small bags, and I bought like maybe 11 or 12, not that much. So they live in this building in front of us, which is good. I didn't need to travel. And we called them and they just handed to them. And they, it was 2 meters or I think more than that. We were talking to each other when I handed it myself because I didn't want them to touch. And then we went to the park and they paid and then we went back. And actually it was so fun because I posted on Instagram, I told them, well, this is a routine. Like we came back to the routine. Like there is nothing, this year was so sad. And my daughter was crying. So I shared that video. She was crying and says, Like wasn't Eid. Wasn't Eid.
Anything else you would like to say?
I'd like to take this as an opportunity to clarify that life doesn't stop if we're fasting. A lot of people have this misconception that if we're fasting, it's going to stop us from doing our daily chores or will somewhat slow us down. So that's really not the case. If anything, most people are super productive and just very focused. While you're fasting, you're supposed to control your anger, your tone. You're supposed to be calm. You're supposed to spread peace. So I would just like to say that there is nothing that stops the Muslims from going about in their daily lives while they're fasting.
And so one thing that Ramadan brings is the acts of kindness and charity, right? Ramadan is a month where you're looking out for everybody else. You're looking out for your family. You're looking out for your community. And so for me, a big part of Ramadan is helping out my neighborhood, Regent Park. And it's about helping out my fellow neighbors and doing what I can to best support them. All right, and so right now I'm a Ramadan Meals TO Initiative volunteer.
And yeah, I mean, well, last year was good. I mean, during the pandemic was a nice thing that they let us hear Adhan Maghrib time when we break our fast on Adhan was amazing. Like many times, me and my neighbors, I cried for that. Like my tears came out. So because it's something that touched our heart. So my last message would be that that would be great if they do the same what they had done last year. Like they are giving us the opportunity to hear Adhan again. So that I think it's just still about 14 or I think 13 days. So that would be amazing if they give us this opportunity to hear Adhan, if they help us to get the permission from the city or the government.
Ramadan Mubarak to my community members here in Regent Park.
Ramadan Mubarak for Muslim people. Ramadan Mubarak for everyone who's here, Muslim or non-Muslim.
Happy Ramadan to all those who are watching.
Thank you to everyone we interviewed today, and I hope the viewers learned a little bit more about Ramadan. Thank you and ma as-salama.
Please do not forget to like, comment, and share to our channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. And for more information, please check out our website.